ultimate university quiz.
The ultimate battle of knowledge and wit. Over 1,000 brain-cracking questions and more than 50 million shillings worth of prizes up for grabs. Who will come out on top? It's the ultimate university quiz. Please welcome the quiz mistress, Lydia Laquanyero.
Welcome to the finals. In this game, Uganda Christian University plays against Ndejje University. In season 1, UCU made it to the finals and played against Mbarara University. UCU lost by a very tiny margin. Can UCU win this game? We wait and see. Welcome to the grand finale. Our teams, welcome to the game.
Thank you.
Thank you for fighting very hard to get here. I know you're excited, but you're also very tense, understandably. I'm going to give you a chance to introduce yourselves, name and course, before the games begin. Let's start with Uganda Christian University.
Hello everyone, my name is Timothy Kisembo. I'm a second-year Bachelor of Laws student at Uganda Christian University.
Hello, my name is Ndejje Jacob, second year Bachelor of Laws, Uganda Christian University.
Hello, my name is Richard Trubaka. I'm a student at UCU Civil Engineering.
Hi, my name is Philip Taremo Kamkama. I am also a student of Civil and Environment Engineering at UCU.
And from Ndejje University, name and course.
My name is Senyondo Dauda, a civil engineering student at Ndejje University.
My name is Davis Lakisa, civil engineering student at Ndejje University.
My name is Nachirida Flavia, accounting and finance student at Ndejje University.
My name is Kiprokma, I'm a graduate student at Ndejje University.
Welcome to the game, and I wish you both luck. We will allow our dangerous substitutes to take their seats as the games begin. Our teams, let's relax, and once again, welcome to the finals. I'm going to read you the rules of the game. I ask a question, you have 10 seconds, you answer correctly, you get 10 points. You get it wrong, your opponent has a go at the exact same question. Do you understand? Are we ready? We start with Uganda Christian University. Our category is money, economics, and trade. Uganda Christian University, which former British coin and monetary unit was equal to 1/20th of a pound or 12 pence and is now used in only 4 countries in the world.
The penny?
That is not the correct answer. Ndejje University.
The shilling.
The shilling is the correct answer. Ndejje University, which word meaning rain in the local language is monetary unit of Botswana equal to 100? That is the correct answer. UCU, what is a monetary system in which the value of currency is fixed to a certain amount of gold?
The gold standard system.
That is correct. Ndejje, what is the international monetary system established in 19...
Agreement.
Repeat that.
The Bretton Woods Agreement.
That is the correct answer. UCU, what is the act of buying or selling securities based on non-public information?
Initial public offering.
That is not the correct answer. Ndejje?
Securities exchange.
Correct answer is insider trading. Ndejje University, which country's pound has been the weakest currency in the world for many years now due to high inflation and depressed economy?
The South Sudanese pound.
That is not correct. UCU. Correct answer is Lebanon. UCU currently 2025 trading at about 1 to 3.3 US dollars. Which currency is considered the strongest in the world?
The Swiss franc.
That is not correct. Ndejje.
The Kuwaiti dinar.
That is the correct answer. Ndejje, what Jennifer Lopez hit single also happens to be the Spanish word for money borrowed from Latin meaning silver coin?
Pass.
A pass to you, UCU, your chance to make 10 points.
Pinero.
Repeat that.
Binero. Dinero.
Correct answer, yes, is dinero. Think faster. UCU, what do you call a period of slow economic growth and high inflation rates?
Stagflation.
That is correct. Ndejje, what was the first country to use printed paper currency as early as the 7th century?
China.
That is correct. UCU, which economist, a former governor of Bank of Canada and Bank of England, is the current Prime Minister of Canada?
Mark. Say Mark.
Last name?
McCain.
You've run out of time. Ndejje?
McCain.
Correct answer is Mark Carney. We are not going to give you that. We are not going to give you that. Ndejje University corridors to Mongolia, Russia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and India are a few parts of the massive Belt and Road Initiative carried out over the past 2 decades by what country?
China.
That is correct. UCU, which financial institution transitioned from a Tier 3 micro deposit taking institution to a Tier 2 bank in November 2024 after meeting new capital requirements set by the Bank of Uganda?
Right Bank.
That is correct. Ndejje, in 2023, a handful of countries, including Argentina and the UAE, were invited to join what economic summit previously consisting of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa?
BRICS.
That is correct. UCU, what see-letter diplomacy uses investment and economic aid as a tool to create favorable political alliances?
Capitalism.
Incorrect. Ndejje? Correct answer is checkbook. Ndejje, what trilateral trade bloc between Canada, Mexico, and the United States was formed by what agreement in 1994?
NAFTA.
That is the correct answer. UCU, although having over 125 countries, the group that presses for reforms in economic relations between developing and developed countries is known by what number?
The G77.
Repeat that.
77.
That is the correct answer. Ndejje, the most recent South Summit for G77 plus China was held in 2025 in which capital?
Beijing.
That is not the correct answer. UCU.
Kampala.
Kampala is the correct answer. UCU, which Indian American business executive is the current president of the World Bank Group?
Ndejje Banja.
That is the correct answer. Ndejje, Mohammed Yunus won a Nobel Peace Prize in 2006 for pioneering what banking practice that has helped alleviate poverty throughout the global south? Is that a pass? Over to you, UCU.
Grameen Bank.
Correct answer is microcredit, which brings us to the end of round 1 scores on the board so far. UCU 70 points, Ndejje University with 80 points. You're watching the Ultimate University Quiz. This is the grand finale. We wait to see which team takes the cup while the other falls in second place. Now this game is sponsored by Bank of Uganda, brought to you by Vision Group and powered by Net Studios Africa.
The Ultimate University Quiz brought to you by Vision Group, sponsored by Bank of Uganda, Uganda Communications Commission, Parliament of Uganda, National Environment Management Authority,
Crystal Mineral Water,
and powered by Net Studios Africa. Returns shortly after a short break.
Welcome back to the Ultimate University Quiz 2025, brought to you by Vision Group, sponsored by Bank of Uganda, Uganda Communications Commission, National Environment Management Authority, Parliament of Uganda, Crystal Mineral Water, and powered by Net Studios Africa. The Capital Markets Moment is brought to you by the Capital Markets Authority. What is a government bond? A government bond is a loan you give to the government of Uganda in exchange for regular interest payment, known as coupons, and the return of your money or principal after a set period. Government bonds are considered low-risk investment because they are backed by the government. They are used to fund public infrastructure projects such as roads, hospitals, or energy programs.
This quiz is sponsored by Bank of Uganda, brought to you by Vision Group, and powered by Net Studios Africa. Participating universities: Uganda Christian University with 70 points and Ndejje University with 80 points. Our students, welcome to round 2.
Thank you.
I'm going to read to you the rules of the game. I ask a question, you have 10 seconds to give me the correct answer. You get it wrong, your opponent has a go at the exact same question. And because we're in the finals, you cannot be slow, we will move on. Do you understand? Are you ready? Ndejje University. In 1956, Israel invaded Egypt, followed by the UK and France, and then faced outside pressure from the United States to withdraw. What were the European powers hoping to take under their control?
The Suez Canal.
That is correct. UCU. Which former swimmer from Zimbabwe was the first woman and the first African to be elected president of the International Olympic Committee?
Katrina.
Incorrect. Ndejje. Correct answer is Kirsty Coventry. Ndejje University, which Briton at the age of 116 years is now the world's oldest verified living person, following the death of Ina Canabaro Lucas on 30th April 2025. Over to you, UCU. Correct answer is Ethel Caterham. UCU, what is the only known disease to have been completely eradicated according to the World Health Organization?
Smallpox.
That is correct. Ndejje, what derogatory term is used to describe a small, poor, politically unstable country that is weak because of an excessive reliance on one crop and foreign funding?
Banana Republic.
That is correct. UCU, who has been the managing director of the IMF since October 2019?
Kristalina G. Ojiva.
That is the correct answer. Ndejje, what city holds the title of the oldest continuously inhabited globally?
Rome.
Incorrect. UCU.
Damascus.
That is the correct answer. UCU, who was the first Holy Roman Emperor crowned in the year 800 by Pope Leo III?
Constantine I.
Incorrect. Ndejje. Correct answer is Shyamalan. Ndejje, domestic policy can only defeat us, foreign policy can kill us, is a quote from what US president who ironically was killed by a former US Marine?
JF Kennedy.
That is the correct answer. UCU, the wildebeest migration is an annual cyclical journey of over 1.5 million wildebeests, zebras and gazelles from Tanzania, Serengeti to which park in Kenya?
Masai Mara.
That is correct. Ndejje, which revered revolutionary left Cuba in 1965 to foment continental revolutions across both Africa and South America, first in Congo-Kinshasa and later in Bolivia, where he was captured?
Che Guevara.
That is correct. UCU, which socialist served as the first president of Mozambique from the country's independence in 1975 until his death in a plane crash in 1986?
Samora Machel.
That is correct. Ndejje, for how many years now has Matia Kasaija held the title of Uganda's finance minister? How many years?
10.
That is the correct answer. UCU, a key route for global oil trade. What is the passage between the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman?
The Gulf of Aden.
Incorrect. Ndejje?
Strait of Hormuz.
That is the correct answer. Ndejje, the word dinosaur is made up of two ancient Greek words that mean what?
Giant. Old lizard.
Incorrect. UCU. Correct
Giant
answer
lizard.
is terrible lizard. UCU, what modern day animals do many believe are direct descendants of dinosaurs?
Chickens. Crocodiles.
I'm moving on. Ndejje?
Poultry.
Correct answer is birds in general. I'm not giving you that answer. Ndejje, what is the term for a group of stars that form a recognizable pattern in the sky?
Constellation.
That is correct. UCU, what gas is known as the main culprit for depleting the ozone layer?
Chlorine gas.
Correct answer is CFCs. Ndejje, the international treaty signed to protect the ozone layer by phasing out ozone depleting substances was after which Canadian city where it was signed in
Montreal.
1987?
Montreal.
That is the correct answer. UCU, in what decade was the first ozone hole over Antarctica discovered?
In the 1970s.
That is the correct answer, which brings us to the end of round 2. Our scores on the board so far: UCU with 130 points and Ndejje University with 160 points. We are in the finals, and this quiz is sponsored by Bank of Uganda, brought to you by Vision Group and powered by Net Studios Africa. We see you in round 3.
The Ultimate University Quiz, brought to you by Vision Group, sponsored by Bank of Uganda, Uganda Communications Commission, Parliament of Uganda, National Environment Management Authority,
Crystal Mineral Water,
and powered by Net Studios Africa. Returns shortly after a short break.
Welcome back to the Ultimate University Quiz 2025, brought to you by Vision Group, sponsored by Bank of Uganda, Uganda Communications Commission, National Environment Management Authority, Parliament of Uganda, Crystal Mineral Water, and powered by Net Studios Africa.
Welcome back. We are in the finals, and this is round 3 of the Ultimate University Quiz Season 3. Now, this game is sponsored by Bank of Uganda, brought to you by Vision Group and powered by Net Studios Africa. Our scores so far: Uganda Christian University with 130 points and Ndejje University with 160 points. Our category for this game is science. Students, I'll read to you the rules of the game one more time. I'll put a question to you. You answer correctly, you've got 10 seconds. You get 10 points. You get it wrong, your opponent gets a chance to make 10 points. You understand?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
UCU, which type of living organism produces most of the Earth's oxygen?
Phytoplankton.
That is the correct answer. Ndejje, despite their long necks, giraffes have the same vertebrae as humans. How many do they have?
7.
That is correct. UCU, what is the term for temperature and pressure at which water, ice and steam coexist in equilibrium?
Triple point.
That is correct. Ndejje, what element with symbol SB is used in flame retardants and semiconductors and is derived from the Latin word stibium?
Antimony.
That is correct. UCU, what B is the variety of all life on Earth, encompassing the diversity of genes, species, and ecosystems?
Biodiversity.
That is correct. Ndejje, what is the term for the maximum population size that an environment can sustain?
Niche.
That is not correct. UCU?
Carrying capacity.
That is correct. UCU, what is the process by which plants absorb carbon dioxide during photosynthesis and release oxygen?
Photosynthesis.
That is not correct. Ndejje. Correct answer is carbon cycle. Ndejje, what is the layer of the atmosphere that contains the ozone layer?
The stratosphere.
That is correct. UCU, what is the term for species that are at risk of extinction?
Endangered species.
That is correct. Ndejje, neodymium is notably used in the production of what?
Magnets.
That is correct. UCU, from what animal droppings can saltpeter, a key ingredient in gunpowder, be extracted?
A bat.
That is correct. Ndejje, olivine is the most common mineral in which layer of the earth?
The crust.
That is not correct. UCU, correct answer
Mantle.
is... Yes, mantle is the correct answer. UCU, which mineral is known for its fluorescence under ultraviolet light and is often used in making fluorescent lamps?
Calcite.
That is correct. Ndejje, the word muscle comes from the Latin word meaning what?
To stretch.
Incorrect. UCU.
Flesh.
Correct answer is little mouse. UCU, what is legally binding international treaty adopted by 195 countries in 2015 to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius and preferably to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels?
The Paris Agreement.
That is correct. Ndejje, which animal possesses the largest brain relative to its size?
An ostrich.
Incorrect. UCU.
Sperm whale.
That is correct. UCU, of the 3 smallest bones, which one is also called the hammer?
Malleus.
That is correct. Ndejje, what is the name of the largest volcano in our solar system located on Mars?
Olympus Mons.
That is correct. UCU, what is the term for the theoretical temperature at which a system's entropy reaches its minimum value?
Absolute zero.
That is correct. Ndejje, what is the name of the boundary that separates the Earth's troposphere from the stratosphere?
The mesosphere.
That is not correct. UCU.
Ozone layer.
Correct answer is tropopause, which brings us to the end of round 3 scores on the board so far. UCU, 250 points, while Ndejje University has 210 points. You are watching the Ultimate University Quiz. This is the grand finale. One of these 2 teams will be declared winner. The other will fall in second position in a game sponsored by Bank of Uganda, brought to you by Vision Group and powered by Net Studios Africa. We now go into our 4th round. Keep watching.
The Ultimate University Quiz, brought to you by Vision Group, sponsored by Bank of Uganda, Uganda Communications Commission, Parliament of Uganda, National Environment Management Authority,
Crystal Mineral Water,
and powered by Net Studios Africa. Returns shortly after a short break.
Welcome back to the Ultimate University Quiz 2025, brought to you by Vision Group, sponsored by Bank of Uganda, Uganda Communications Commission, National Environment Management Authority, Parliament of Uganda, Crystal Mineral Water, and powered by Net Studios Africa.
Well, tough teams both aiming for the win. We are in the finals. Participating universities, Uganda Christian University with 250 points and Ndejje University with 210 points. This quiz is sponsored by Bank of Uganda, brought to you by Vision Group and powered by Net Studios Africa. Our teams, welcome to the final round. Well played. You've beaten a lot of teams to get here, so we are super proud of you. But this last round is going to determine who takes that cup. Okay? Yes. The rules of this game are different from the first 3. We are not going to alternate questions. I'm going to shoot a set of questions to each team separately. You answer, you get 10 points, and your points go up on the board. Or maybe they do not move if you don't get it correct.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, we do.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Our category is wealth. Our first team to answer the 10 sets of questions, Uganda Christian University. Identify these billionaires, past and present. American family whose wealth is derived from a retail chain. They are the richest family in the United States and, as of December 2024, the richest family in the world.
The Walton family.
That is correct. He co-founded the software company Microsoft, became a billionaire in 1987, then the youngest ever at age 31, was ranked the world's wealthiest person for 18 out of 24 years between 1995 and 2017.
Bill Gates.
Correct. Chairman and CEO of the conglomerate holding company Berkshire Hathaway. One of the best known investors in America, Forbes estimates that his net worth stood at $160.2 billion in May 2025.
Warren Buffett.
Correct. Former president and CEO of Amazon, he was the wealthiest person from 2017 to 2021, according to Forbes and the Bloomberg billionaires.
Jeff Bezos.
Correct. Co-founded the social media service Facebook and its parent company Meta Platforms, of which he is the chairman, chief executive officer, and controlling shareholder.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Correct. French businessman and chairman and CEO of LVMH, the world's largest luxury goods company. As of May 2025, he has an estimated net worth of $148.7 billion according to Forbes and $155 billion according to Bloomberg.
Bernard Arnault.
That is the correct answer. The 14th century ruler of the Mali Empire, he is widely regarded as the richest person that ever lived, possessing enormous wealth from gold and salt.
Mansa Musa.
Correct. The first Roman emperor, he amassed a personal fortune that could be equivalent to trillions of dollars today. Correct answer is
Romulus.
incorrect. It is Augustus Caesar, the Mughal emperor who controlled a significant portion of the global economy and is considered one of history's wealthiest rulers.
Genghis Khan.
Correct answer is Akbar the First, an American industrialist who amassed enormous wealth through the Standard Oil Trust and is often seen as one of the richest people in American history.
John D. Rockefeller.
That is the correct answer. UCU is done with its set of questions. We move on to Ndejje University. Ndejje University, identify these billionaires, past and present. One of the captains of industry of the 19th century America, helped build the formidable American steel industry, a process that turned a poor young man into the richest man in the world.
John Pierpont Morgan.
Correct answer is Andrew Carnegie, computer engineer and scientist best known for co-founding Google with Sergey Brin, among the richest people in the world. Correct answer is Larry Page, the richest man in Africa for over a decade, built his wealth through a conglomerate that dominates the African market in cement, sugar, and flour production.
Aliko Dangote.
That is correct. Revolutionized the auto industry by introducing mass production, making cars affordable to the average consumer. His Model T transformed transportation and his business decisions, including paying workers high wages.
Henry Ford.
That is correct. Under his rule, China saw advancements in commerce, technology, and taxation, making the Song dynasty one of the richest and most advanced economies of its time. Correct answer is Emperor Shenzong, Mexican business oligarch, investor, and philanthropist. From 2010 to 2013 was ranked as the richest person in the world by Forbes Business magazine.
Carlos Slim.
That is correct. Secured his fortune through military conquest, most notably his victory in the Battle of Hastings in 1066. After becoming King of England, he seized vast lands, heavily taxed his subjects, and redistributed wealth among his loyal followers.
William the Conqueror.
That is correct. Indian billionaire businessman, the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries. As of May 2025, he was the richest person in Asia and the 13th richest in the world with a net worth of $108 billion. Repeat that.
Mukesh Ambani.
That is correct. Sudanese-British billionaire businessman. He worked for several telecommunication companies before founding Celtel, which, when sold, had over 24 million mobile phone subscribers in 14 African countries. Correct answer is Mo Ibrahim, an international businessman and entrepreneur known for his leadership of Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter or X, and briefly in 2025 Department of Government Efficiency. Forbes estimates his net worth to be $424.7 billion US.
Elon Musk.
That is the correct answer, which brings us to the end of the Ultimate University Quiz, and we have a winner. Uganda Christian University wins this season with 330 points. Ndejje University fought very hard but managed 270 points. Our teams, congratulations to both of you. First of all, UCU now is the winner. Ndejje University takes second place. Congratulations, please shake hands. Come on and shake hands. It was a very good game. You're both very brilliant teams. UCU, that was a very good comeback. After failing to take the cup in season 1, UCU bounced back, and they are the winners of season 3 of the Ultimate University Quiz. Congratulations, UCU. Congratulations. Well, I present to you the winner of season 3 and the first runner-up. UCU has won this game. Ndejje University now comes second. Let's continue the celebrations at the award giving ceremony.
This is the Ultimate University Quiz.